Lost in Random, The Eternal Die. The Eternal Die, the sequel to Lost in Random, following the Queen Alexandra's revenge/atonement through the depths of the Black Die, has just launched on PC. Ironically, I only recently played the original game and I was lucky enough to acquire a pre-release key for the upcoming one. So, as such, I can give you a full rundown as to whether you will enjoy this one as much as its predecessor. First and foremost, when considering whether to purchase the second title, note that the games have some differences in developers and publishers. Lost in Random was developed by Zoink and Thunderful and published by EA, whilst The Eternal Die has been developed by Stormstellar, with Thunderful now acting as publisher. As with any development team change, this has led to some rather impactful contrasts between the two. One of the most significant, and most possibly the game's make or break deviations, is that it is a completely different type of game with its own unique playstyle. So, if you were looking forward to the original RPG campaign gameplay, get ready and hold on to your chair. Lost in Random, The Eternal Die has veered off from this old school mode and moved on to wait for it, a roguelite. Now, I feel like this may stir some controversy with the original fans of the game, as the gameplay was phenomenal, and roguelikes do not always have the best feedback from the highly opinionated critics of the internet. With one person tweeting on the launch post, "Roguelikes are just lazy." I beg to differ with this statement, as this genre may not be for everyone, but it definitely has its place in the gaming industry, and happens to be one of my personal faves. To fill you in, for those who do not know of either of these titles, here is a comparison of each one's unique mechanics. Lost in Random is a third-person fighter with a distinct playstyle that I personally have not come across before. Fighting relies on not only skill, but a fair amount of luck in this game of half chance. During an encounter, your character Even may roll her cubic friend Dicey, pausing the action momentarily in order to play cards that give her certain advantages. From passives that heal, to aggressive lightning attacks, to explosive bombs, and so on. Whilst The Eternal Die is a top-down, fast-paced fighter that does include a dice friend, Fortune, but played in real-time fashion as opposed to the former. Now, in light of this, you would be wise to wonder whether this game can possibly live up to the original, but I can assure you that it does. As long as you enjoy a roguelike. Despite it not having revolutionary mechanics, they are still unique in their own manner and, most importantly, fun. So here is a rough breakdown of what to expect with this next roguelike gem. I will be uploading a more in-depth video on this later. For the most part, this plays like a normal roguelike. You have runs, encounters, boss fights, levels, and rewards. But let's delve into some of the more interesting features of this title. There are both permanent aspects such as your blessings and weapon enhancements, and then there are your run ones, your cards, coffers, and stat increase. The random card you gain gifts you with a special ability, anything from casting lightning to time stop attacks to ice whirlwinds and more. They are a blast to use. Excuse the pun. While coffers essentially are perks that affect your weapons, card, or dice, or may even have a passive effect, such as life regen. Coffers have a myriad of perks, from your dice fortune spewing out poison, to attack increases, to knock-on effects if an enemy is killed, conjurations, etc. Handpicking the best coffer combos can really pay off in the long haul and create some devastatingly strong builds. Another facet to the coffers are stat increases. You may have noticed that each of them have either one or more colors associated with them. This is because each stat is linked with a particular color too. So when you place them on your board, lining up 3 of the same color will cause the corresponding stat to increase. You could essentially double, triple, or even quadruple your weapon, card, dice, or conjuration attack or luck statistics. Lastly, throughout a map, there are a variety of rooms, from your normal enemy encounters to boss fights, purchasables, traps, loot areas, and my absolute favorite, Wager Rollin's games. These particular rooms are one of the factors that make this game remarkable. Wager Rollin's hosts 3 different games within your run. First off is the dice challenge. The higher the roll, the higher the challenge, i.e. you roll and whatever you roll depicts how hard your encounter will be. The next Wager Rollin's game is just a pure game of chance. A pay-to-play, to say, in-game, of course. Bet against him and try rolling higher to win. Lastly, but far from least, is the board game. The lower you roll, the more rewards you receive as you progress along the board. In the next few weeks, I will be covering the game in more depth, but for now, I hope that this has helped you establish whether you will enjoy the Eternal Die or not. I personally have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I am sure that so many of you will too. But I also know, taking into account how different it is from the first, that it won't be for everyone. Let me know if you are excited to play this in the comments below, and don't forget to pop a follow to learn more and pick up some tips and tricks in my future videos. Soxy Rabbit, rolling the dice and rolling up.